I know it's valleys and it's peaks, but I got the faith of a mustard seed. Lord, give me a sign. I need a sign. God always come through for me. Always come through. That's my God. Lord, give me a sign. Dear Lord, I know you watching over me, and everything is happening how it's supposed to be. Thank you for them challenges because they strengthen me spiritually, physically, and mentally. Dark times gave me compassion and lots of empathy. I wanted to connect with people. You gave me the tendency. This whole time you was using me to build a legacy. I got one kid but been through 5 different pregnancies. I'm surrendered to your plan. You done got me out some jams. Don't know what you doing now. Later on I understand. Them times that I felt alone brought me closer to you. That's why I give you all this praise, cause I owe it to you. Some people probably think I talk too much about you. If they knew you how I knew you, they would never doubt you. Don't know what I'd do without you. You ain't sent a sign yet, but I know you bout to. Lord, give me a sign. Lord, I got a lot that's on my mind. Everything gon' be fine in due time. Lord, give me a sign. Give me a sign. I've been going through some things, but the flower can't bloom without the rain. Lord, give me a sign. I know it's valleys and it's peaks, but I got the faith of a mustard seed. Lord, give me a sign. I need a sign. God always come through for me. Always come through. That's my God. Lord, give me a sign.
There's a season for everything, and a time for every matter under the heavens.
You've been listening to the Shade Place Podcast. Ah, yes. Finally. You've been listening to the Shade Place Podcast. Ah, yes. Finally.
I'm gonna play this song now.
I like to tell my story that started before I was born. I came in a family that already was poor. My mama couldn't smile when she had to go and kill my mother. Put me in my dog, remember it was rap long. We used to drive my doors by everything so close. My mama made me strong and everything I adored. Never thought it would stop raining. I'm just like people. I told her I'm supposed to be here, I'm supposed to prosper. I told them I just want to grab me, I want my hospital. I looked at my brother and said, I got you. She said, hey, don't worry about me, do what I taught you. You gon' be a star, you gon' be hotter than so rock. It was wrong and you be trying to leave me with your locks. The price of the thing, I know exactly what it cost. Voices like an instrument, I'm I don't wanna go back to my old ways. Kids can't reminisce about the old days. The old ways, I got to eat now with their own plate. Everything I did was on my own, I did my own thing. I went on the news, just got time to my own thing. I was on the radio, Jamaica Free, got more game. I got a feature with low way. Ain't gonna have my phone change, cause about these whole things. I'm back to trying to navigate the world without your father. I'm back to trying to go back to little girl that just got hard. I'm back to see the man with his hands all on your mom. Said I was flashing out, but as I get older, say that I'm coming. I don't even chill cause I know it's coming from calm. I got a couple times, couple places in Bahamas, just to vacate in the farm. I don't know where it's from. In my lifetime, see the black president of all. Open up my eyes to everything we do, I got it. It's just time, it's coming, I find it, it's coming. I'm it hurt me so bad, we ain't got that relationship. Just because we're having my dad. And I know that you can't even look me in my eyes without crying. Still in my place, we're not doing time with the fire. I'm trying, but it's mine, and I know. Just take a different kind of line, I know. I got a different kind of drown on my shoulder. The heartbreak, I'm taking always. I can't pay the right face. My love and my heart is contagious. I want to be hard and I can't so you want to show. You want to grow. You want to show. people. If nobody else with me, I never need no peace. It ain't nothing to see. I won't break my heart, say I'm sorry. I can't pay the violence. Oh, Lord, my heart is contagious. I want to be honest.
Let's go, man. Come on in, my friend. Come on in. Come on in. How are you? How are you? Good evening. I know that took a while, but I like to make great intros on the show. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Just give everybody time. This is what I do. You know?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Hold on. Let me turn you up some. All right. Good evening. Good evening. Let everybody know who you are and what you do.
My name is Amira Jenna. I'm a poet and an author, and I also am a big advocate for mental health.
Oh, we love mental health advocates. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know that you was that, but I know you was an author and a poet. So you jacks up all trades then, man. And let everybody know where you from. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Philadelphia. By the way, I did used to live in North Carolina for a while. My adolescent years was spent in North Carolina, but I'm Philly through and through.
Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing, as you can see that of my background. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, that I'm such a big fan, been a fan since AI. You know what I'm saying? When the shit was up, when the shit was down, you know, so it's, yeah, I mean, like, it's all good, you know, and that's what it's about. Well, I'm glad that you're here with me this evening. I'm glad that you answered the call, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And
I'm grateful for you inviting me. Thank you so much.
look, right, truth be told, like, you caught my attention, right? And I think you're friends with one of our mutual friends. So I was like, okay, she's an author. All right, she's a poet. I said, you know what? Since she's friends with one of my friends, why not? You know what I'm saying? To why not send her a friend? Because and she has to offer it to the world. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
showcase her talents that God gave her. You know what I'm saying? So you say you're an author. Let's talk about being the author. What's the name of your book?
I have a book that I released in 2021 called Remember to Count Your Blessings.
Mm,
The 4 short stories about 4 women going through relatable issues that most people in the world go through. Yeah, these are a big seller. My newest book is called Where the Fire Went. It drops on June 20th.
June 20th. Wow, that's right around the corner. That's right around the corner.
Yes.
That's on a Friday day or like a sun or a Saturday. It's one of them days, ain't right?
Right.
Look,
It's a
look,
Friday.
it's like it's one of them days.
Yeah.
All right, so what is that about? Like, why did you name it that?
Where-
If you don't mind me asking.
So, Where the Fire Went was birthed through many emotions like pain, hurt, ache, joy, excitement. So it's a book of my poetry. I have this book of short stories, but I'm a poet, so I need a book of poetry. But I'm also a writer, and I decided to, and I have a lot of things going through my head all the time, a lot of different perspectives, a lot of things that people might not see, life view, different ideals the same way I do. So I thought I'd throw those things in the book too. So it's a book. It's called Where the Fire Went, a collection of poems, parables, and perspectives. So I also have parables in there, a bunch of short stories that give you like morals to them at the end.
Nice. And it's funny, right? Because I'm a writer, I'm an author too, right? So I'm working on this fifth book like right now, right? And you gonna laugh. Like God gave me the name, right? Like last year. I thought I was gonna be done the book last year, right? Like I'm not done, but I'm writing. And you ever have those days or those weeks where you start to write like one day, and then the rest of the week you be like, nah. Then the next week you start writing again, then you stop again.
Yeah.
That's that's where I am at with my fifth book, like right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when I look at the previous books, right? I look at the scriptures that God had placed on my heart for like the first four books. And the scriptures that I use is from the previous books. But when I use those scriptures, you know what I'm saying, I get different revelation. And I'm like, wow, all right. You know, and when I like write down and when I see what I wrote down, I'm like, okay, I see why this book is taking longer than the previous books because God wants me to take my time with this book because I was going through some stuff during this season as well. And I'm still going through it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, right, I like to write because I feel better. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
the
like to
purpose where the
get my
fire
thoughts.
went. You have all this fire in you, and it goes onto paper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, that right there is amazing. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
funny you
you,
said about the scriptures because at the end of my book, I have it says Bible perspectives. At the end of my book, I have Bible perspectives, and it's a bunch of different scriptures where I got like messages from God. I had them in there for a couple years, and I kept saying, like, I just was thinking, this is a way of me studying the Bible. I would read the scripture and then go and put what I got from it. And for
mm,
then while I'm working on my book, I happened to open up the pages and I was like reading through it and I was like, I have to add this. I cannot let this sit in my notebook.
mm-hmm. Yo, wow, that's amazing how that is. You know what I'm saying? That you have to like take notes and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Notes is very important in this hour, you know, and don't mind me, like I am sharing the show like right now so everybody can get on board. You know, like I'm in all of these groups and I'm like, yo, I gotta share. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know, right? Who needs to hear this? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't know who may need your story or how to get started. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my next question is, what do which hat? Because we wear many hats. You know what I'm saying? So which hat is from least hardest to least not hardest?
I would say being, being a poet is the hardest. And it's not hard in a sense because I love poetry. So if like that would always be my main thing. But I only say that because being a poet, I have to write these poems and they come from a deep place inside of me. And then I'm going in front of people to perform them. So I'm pouring myself into this crowd of people while they're watching me, right? And then on top of that, the work of memorizing these pieces. So it's like now I'm taking the time out to memorize this these words that I poured out onto paper to get them out of me. And now it's like
Mm,
a cycle, you know what I mean? And then I'm pouring it out in front of crowds over and over and again. But I feel like I have to do that because you never know.
yeah. All right, y'all. Hold on, cause she froze. She probably gonna come back.
Can you hear me?
All right, now what did you say? Yeah, cause you just froze. Just a little bit.
I was just saying how Dang, what part didn't you hear? I said a lot.
Look, you stopped at where you put them on, like how you pour out. Like that's all I got.
Yeah, so I'm pouring out my emotions and my feelings and all these experiences I went through over and over in front of these crowds. But I feel like I have to do that because you never know what someone's experiencing and who needs to hear it.
Hey, and it's funny that you say that. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because sometimes, right, when I coach and when I go to like practice, because I'm an assistant coach. I'm from the city of Chester, right? And I know you know where that's at.
Yeah.
And when I coach my boys, and like I said, I'm an assistant coach, but when I coach them, I'm coming from work. You know what I'm saying? So from 9 to like 4, I come straight home, and then I'll sit for like a half hour. I'll sit for like a half hour. I don't even sit the whole 2 hours. No, I just can't. So I'll sit for like a half hour. Then I'll go to like the gym and I'll shoot around and I'll wait for them. And it's like I know I gotta pour out more stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I come home, I really like crash because, like I said, I'm working from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
From 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. So, and I don't get home till like 5:30, but I gotta go back out at 6:15. Practice start at 6:30. So I leave out the crib at 6:15. You know, so
With children is hard. I know because I work with children, and then I have my own, so I get it.
yeah, you know, and it's like, all right, you know, because you deal with the public, you know, and I believe that a lot of folks is drawn to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll catch myself and I'll be like, all right, Breon, you need to take a break from the podcast for a week. Like I've been posting this podcast for like a week now. I don't say the time. I don't say what day. I just say coming soon. And I know you probably seen the flyer. I don't give out dates no more. No. You know what I'm saying? I
Like,
just learned
what is there?
I just learned to pop up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
The first law of nature is self-preservation. So you have to do what you have to do for you. I get it.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like I'm going to have this show regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's real talk. Wow. So you is the poet. You're the author. Now we're gonna go on to the mental health advocate. What is that like on the everyday basis? Let's talk about it, man.
On an everyday basis.
Look, let's talk about it.
Like the friend that everyone who like has issues comes to. And because I took psychology in college, I'm very interested in psychology and sociology. So like it's not a problem that I'm that friend. I actually enjoy helping my friends. And then like you said, people are drawn to you. I feel like I give off that aura that I'm like a problem solver because random people will come to me for help. But not only that, I sit on the board of a nonprofit called It's My Movement, where we offer free therapy services or low cost therapy services to anyone who needs it because I feel like everyone could benefit from therapy. But we also have events, and I'll keep you posted on that.
Okay. Nice. That is good. That is good. You know what I'm saying? So like I tell folks, right, that it is nothing wrong with therapy. How do you feel when folks don't go to therapy? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna pull the race card. I mean everybody. How do you feel about that?
I get why certain people don't want to go to therapy. No one likes to be told about themselves. Absolutely no.
Mhm.
No one wants to be told that something's wrong with them. No one wants to be told they have an issue or be diagnosed with anything. So I get why people don't want to go to therapy. And I think there's a bad stigma around it, especially with our history.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy is very beneficial. I'm currently still in therapy right now to this day. I don't think I'll stop for a while because it's very beneficial for me, and it helps me in a great many ways. But I do feel like you can't force anybody to go to therapy. It's not going to benefit them if they don't really want to be there. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like everyone should try it at least, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's many
Right.
forms of therapy. I mean, you can go to a licensed therapist if you're in a religious setting. I'm pretty sure they have counselors in those settings.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Like that's like that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like the first time, like I have talked to my pastor, right? Like I never like talked to her before. Like I talked to her, but not like how I've talked to her like prior, like like for the first time in a while. I seen my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen her, and I know she's seen me, and I shared some stuff with her. Like I don't share with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I felt good sharing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized that she could that she could relate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that right there was one of my safe havens. And I also have a sister that's a spiritual mom, and I know that I could talk to her. You know, and it's funny because sometimes that she was be like, "What's up, bro?" You know what I'm saying? Or like when I be like, "Mom, can I talk to you?" And she be like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Mom, can I talk to you?" She like, "All right, bro." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I need at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how I come. Like I just know that my sisters and my brothers, like they already know. All right, he coming to me
Mm.
because he feels safe with me.
Right. Right.
Me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel safe with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but if I sit down next to you, or if I call you out of the blue,
Mm-hmm.
that's the first form of all right. I trust you. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's the first form. And with society, man, I'm not going to. Well, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. With society, like we was taught to leave things under the rug. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
And I feel as though when you leave stuff under the rug, it's just add more dirt to it. And when that dirt piles up, it become messy. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like the soda bottle pop theory. You suppress
Yeah,
everything so much, shake it up, and it just blows up. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. You know, and that's how that I look at it. You know, and at times like I tell my I will tell somebody, oh yeah, some other times that I do need some counseling,
Mm-hmm.
and they look at you like what? But you believe in God, but He also gave me wisdom too. He also gave us therapists. He
Mm-hmm.
gave us siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's like
So
that story. I think it's about the boats where it's like the guy was drowning and the three boats came and then he declined all of them. And then guys, he said, "God, why did he save me?" He said, "I sent you three boats."
right, yeah, yeah, like you know,
Yeah.
and it's just and it's just funny, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of folks don't talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm about to play the good cop, bad cop. I'm about to be the anti-hero right now. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? I don't like to be that guy, but how do you feel when you don't see your brother or your sister going to therapy? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it makes me sad, but because I'm so understanding, I get it. The only thing you can really do is pray for someone and, constantly like try to not really beat it in their head, but just suggest like, hey, you might want to talk to someone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And I know that you come across kids with a lot going on too.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
talk about them. Let's talk about them. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Let's talk about them because I know you come across a lot of personalities every day from Monday through Friday or whenever it is. So let's talk about just coming across them on an everyday basis.
Hmm.
Yeah, from sun up to sundown. What is that like?
So I work at a school. I do deal with a lot of different children with a lot of different personalities. But for whatever reason, I am drawn to what they like to call the problem children, the ones who are always in trouble, they're always misbehaving, they don't listen, and I'm drawn to them. And I just feel like those children may be going through something at home that we don't know about. They may be dealing with something, emotional that we don't know about. So I do pour a little extra love into them and a little extra hardness, I guess you could say, into them. Like I'm very
Tough
strict,
love.
stern with them, but in a loving way. And I find that they eventually, like in the beginning, there's always a big pull, push, but eventually they come around. And I got told just the other day by one of the children who don't listen to anybody in the school to his mom,
Mm.
and his name. I don't want to give his name, but he came up. He said, "Hey, Miss Lee." I said, "Why are you talking to me? You don't like me?" He said, "I love you," and I was
Oh,
was his mom. I was like, "You don't be good in here. You don't listen to me." His mom looked at him like, and he was like, "I said, well, no, let me not do that because I'll tell you to do something and you'll just do it, but then 5 minutes later you back up doing your same shenanigans." And she looked at me.
mhm.
And she was like, "Oh, he listens to you for at least a minute." And I was like, "Yeah, she's one of the good ones." And I was like, "Okay." That made me feel really good because then it also made me feel like that I am making a difference, even though it might be small. I'm making some type of difference in these kids' lives.
Hey, and that's definitely what it's yeah, me about, man. It's because you know what I realized, right? Because I was in the district about 8 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I seen one of my kids a couple weeks ago, and I was going to work. I literally just left church, right? Remind
Right.
you, I was mad because I had to go to work. I didn't want to go to work. I wanted to stay in church. You know what I'm saying? So I got the word of God. So I had left. I caught the bus, right? And he looked at me and he shook my hand and he said, "You remember me, right? That you used to work at?" And I'm like, "Yeah, wow, what's up?" He was like, "Yeah, man." And I'm like, "Wow." And he told me to have a good day. And I said, "You know what? I'm not even, I'm not mad that I'm going to work now." You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that made me realize that I touched somebody's life. Like you remember me, and I haven't worked in the district about dad about a good like maybe a while. Yeah, about like it's what about 7 years now. But it's just the fact that he remembered that, and it's funny because it seemed like that all my kids now, like some of them, like they'll walk up to me and be like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'll be like, "What?" I'm like, And then I look at the face and I be like, oh, you got me. It's one of my kids that I taught. But still, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you walk up on me like, yo, what's up? Huh? You got your deep voice, and then when I see my girls, oh my God, maybe time they see me, like I hear them cuss still, but when they see me, they be like, yo, chill, that's Breon, that's Miss Mr. Big. Chill, like stop that cussing. And I walk past them or I'll ride by them and I'd be like, yo, I heard y'all down the street. And then they just laugh. And then I'd be like, but y'all stop cursing when y'all see me. Y'all are young ladies. I have to remind them every day still, knowing that they grown. Be like, yo, y'all are young ladies. Y'all don't need to be cussing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then soon as I ride off, they cuss again. I'd be like, you know what? Look, that's all right. Well, at least they respect me, so I ain't worried about it. Look, you know?
Right.
So that means a lot when you when we when we install in our youth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that I have a lot of stuff accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that right there is like real talk. You know?
Yes.
So my next question is what or who inspires you each day? Because I know each day is different. What inspires you on a daily basis? Now I'm picking your brain now.
It's different things. I could be inspired by anything. A flower, a tree blowing in the wind, a memory, nostalgia. I can see something in the people like gathering around in the park. I can watch someone I know go through something.
Mm-hmm.
My own experiences heavily, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Be inspired by anything. Movies, especially movies. Music feels like it just moves through my body. So yeah.
Man, and I feel like it solves everything, don't it?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Because you talk about music. I love music, but I don't know if you peep what I'm wearing. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? The basketball thing, you know, that gets me through my day. That right there is my therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going to the gym and playing basketball, or if I'm not playing basketball, I'll go swimming.
Right.
A lot of folks don't know that I can swim. Oh yeah, I know how to swim. I don't always gotta shoot the ball. You know, it relaxes me. You know, like but it's something that I could forget about like my whole day, my whole week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like real talk. You know?
Right.
Wow. So I believe that's what we need in this hour, you know, for not just for our youth, but for our cities, our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot more therapy, a lot of more mental health,
Mm-hmm.
you know, sessions. And it's funny that we talk about this, right? Because a friend of mine, she got me on her show tomorrow, right? So I believe that I'm the first one to talk about this on her show, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wow, I am the first. It's an honor to be the first. You know what I'm saying? Cool, like let's go. You know, like I'm ready for it. You know, and like because I seen one of her shows this weekend. It was sad today, and I seen the questions that she was asking one of her guests, and I'm like, oh, I know that she gonna come a little hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind though. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
mind because you know what I realized, Mayor? It's okay to be the wingman. You don't always gotta be in the captain seat.
Right. Right.
I love look. I love when I don't do my podcast for a week and when I become a guest or when I'm a co-host on somebody else's show. I love it.
Right. Right.
Oh, you need me for a guest? You need me for a co-host?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, what?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You need me to be your cameraman? Look, your video. Look, you need me to take some pictures? Look, I don't mind.
It's funny you should mention that because my book, I'm actually producing a short film from the first story in my book. And when I reached out and asked people if they wanted to join my film crew, I had a lot of responses. And I was so overwhelmed with responses because I'm like, I don't have a lot of on camera roles, And I had
Mm-hmm.
people telling me the same thing that you're saying. They were like, oh, we don't need to be on the film crew. We don't need to be on the camera roll. We'll do whatever you need us to do. You need us to work on the camera. You need us to work in the background. You need us to just sit
See?
there. And that was like, I was so filled with gratitude with that because people just wanted to be a part of it.
See, and that's what it's all about, man. Like folks just want to just be a part. And it's funny because like last week, I was up in Coastville with one of my friends. Like he always liked to give back because he went to school up that way. And Coastville is my second home. So shout out to everybody in Coastville. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And and I know that he was he recorded me and took some pictures of playing with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Matt, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But when he asked me to take pictures and just record, that right there was an honor for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that he got me first.
Right.
Look, you know what I'm saying? And he recorded me first, but it's just the fact that he know that he call Breon when it involves the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like I could rely on Breon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that right there is a plus when somebody can rely on you far as like the youth and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, I love working with children. Working with children gives you like renewed faith and hope in the future, and it also like it brings out the child in you because you get to see things again through someone else's eyes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, experience the world all over again.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, like they could teach us some other things that we don't know too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I love it when they teach me stuff. And it's funny because sometimes, man, I don't know everything about the phone or the laptop, right?
You in the old head stage for real.
Look, 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 right. I will be 40 in 3 years. So
I'm older than you.
sure. But yeah, look, right. So I always ask my little cousin, or I'll ask my nieces that's a little younger than me, that's in their 20s, or like the teenagers or the kids, right?
Right.
So I'll ask them something about a phone, and they'll be like, "Unc, that's all you had to do," and I'd be like, "What?" Then they'll show me out, and I just be like, "That's all I had to do." Was just move this. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
You
That's all
gotta
I had to
on
do.
your electronics.
Yeah, like what? Like this is sickening. Look, but I love it though, cause it gives me a teachable moment, and I know that they look at me like, yo, he's still teaching and he's
Right.
still learning. Yes, I'm not perfect.
That's why I love working at a school because I know so much because I'm all in their business. So that's
Yeah.
something, and I know what they talking about. They like, what you know about that, Miss? And I'm like, I be hanging with the young ones.
Yeah, look. Look, and they be mad at me, right? Because one day I went to a friend of mine crib, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their kids was they was making hot dogs, right, on the grill. So I said to the teenagers, I said, "Let me get a glizzy," and they looked at me like, "What you know about that?" I was like, "What? Chill, yo." They was laughing. I said, "Look." Man, I can't help it. I got nieces and nephews, bro. I got little cousins. Like, I pick stuff up. Look, you know what I'm saying?
I used
I
to
pick.
tell my students, I'd be like, of course you got a glizzy. They'd be like, whoa, just came into your neck.
Yeah. And I think that caught them off guard because they know that I worked in the educational system, and I guess that they expected me to say the right thing. I just wanted to see their reaction, and it's the fact that they laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm glad that I could make y'all laugh, but
Yeah.
Dave was just like, Breon, Dave was like, just say a hot dog. I said, no, it's a good movie. Look, and the thing about it, that I told them, yo, I want the works on it. They like the works. I'm like, yeah, I want the ketchup, the mustard, the barbecue sauce. They said the works, huh? I said, yeah, I want the works. You know what I'm saying? I want fried onions. Yeah, I want the works on it. And they said, well, I'm gonna use that now. And I said, what? And they said the works. All right, look. Yeah, look. Yeah, I got some stuff for y'all too. Look.
I try not to share too much of my old head stuff. This little boy in my class name is George, and every time I see him, I be like, Georgie, Porgy, put in five. Cause
Right.
every time he's like, what? So one day I was like, here, listen to this. And he was like, yeah, that sounds like an old head song. I said, what?
Yeah, like what that mean? What?
What?
Yo, the disrespect be real. Really real, yo. You know, and like I'll let my boys or like kids around the way like hear the stuff that we used to like hear or like play, and they be like, this is trash. I'm like, what? I'm like, trash. And then I'd be like, now you let me hear yours. I'd be like, no, that's trash. They be mad at me. I'd be like, no, that's trash right there. I don't understand what they saying. They be mad at me, and I tell them, right, I never thought that I'll be saying this because my brothers and my sisters used to tell me the same thing, that these songs is trash. Now I'm saying that their stuff is trash. That's funny, ain't it?
Yes. And I always said, I'm going to be always up on the new music. I'm going to stay young. I'm going to be always hip. And now I find myself just vibing out to old soul music, and I don't even care about what they listening to half the time now.
Yeah, but truth be told, man, I know for a fact that we gonna change lives, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
why, truth be told, like I felt that it was time because I always see you post your books and stuff like that, and I'm like, I want to post her stuff like so bad, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm gonna do it. I just want this show first look. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
like, God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But I gotta do what you want me to do first, but I'm definitely gonna post it. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, where can they find your books? And if you could put it in the chat, I wouldn't mind. If you could put it in the chat.
Right to my site, amirajenna.com. So it's just AMIRAJENNAH.com.
And I believe
Yep.
she is something right now.
Yep.
And I see it because it just popped up. And you said that you have.
And then you can go to my website. So both the links to both my books should be already in the beacons, but if not, you can click on the link that says my website, and then it's all in the menu.
All right, and you say you got a non-profit organization, right?
Yes, I'm on the board of a nonprofit organization.
All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that now. Like, what do y'all do? Like, what is the name of the organization?
It's
Hold
called
on.
It's Mind Movement. It's a nonprofit. I'll put that website in the chat also. Oops, sorry about that.
Please do. Okay, so what is the mission? What
You
is the
provide,
mission there?
I'm sorry?
I said, so what's the mission?
The mission, we try to provide mental health therapy to anyone who needs it, either free or at low cost. So we try to go through insurance or give it to them at a very low cost for people who can't really afford the high cost of therapy.
Wow. That is amazing. And how long have you been doing this? Or how long have you been on the board?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't remember. It's been a few years.
Look, that right there just popped up. Look, okay,
I'm gonna take a wild guess.
okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
say maybe between 6 and 8 years, something like that.
Oh well, guys, she put in time. She's no rookie. She's definitely a vet. She ain't new to this. She is true to this. That's what she is saying right now, y'all.
Yeah, so we try to support people who went through trauma, sexual trauma, emotional trauma, anything like that, and we cater specifically to people of color.
Mm-hmm.
We help everybody too. It's not you're not going to get
That's
turned away.
right. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said that we all need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I like about this show. You know that you said that we all need it, and the same thing with me. One thing in life that I've learned not to what's the word I'm trying to look for? Leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's one thing that I've tried my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing about me, like I always ask God, I ask him to check my heart each day, check my mind each day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel as though that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To ask him to check those each day.
Right.
Because I want to do what's right in your sight and not man's sight. You know what I'm saying? And not in my sight as well. You feel me?
Right.
Wow, that right there is amazing. Guys, I got my friend here today, and she's on K.W.U podcast. If anybody don't know what K.W.U stands for, that stands for kicking it with us. And right now, my friend, she is kicking it with us. If anybody is in the comments, do y'all have any questions? Guys, we talked about everything from 6 o'clock to now. She is a poet. She's an author. You know what I'm saying? She's a mental health advocate, man. Do y'all have any questions for her. And I know that y'all do, so don't play like y'all don't. And she put her information down there in the comments too. Like I see them, and I see a lot of folks is on too. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, y'all, she's a mental health advocate. She's a poet. She's an author. You know, do y'all have any questions for her? Do y'all have any questions for me? And she also put all her information down there as well.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I have a show coming up on the 14th, so I'll be at Paladin Poetry.
Okay.
See if I can. Oh, so on my website, actually, if you go, when you click on the website, it'll say Paladin Poetry. All the information to the show is there. It's a show about, they're showcasing artists, like actual paintings and photographers. So, and they have poets come in and perform their pieces there. And I'm at a featured artist. I'm a featured poet there. And then another event I'm going to be at on the 28th. It's called One Day. It's a celebration of life event by the rapper Arson. And I'm going to be performing a piece about my brother who passed away in 2021.
Oh, wow. So my next question is, do you have some poetry right now you would like to share?
Sure.
Okay, so one of my friends said post information about the show.
The Paladin Poetry Show.
Yeah.
So if you click on my website, it'll come up. It'll say Paladin Poetry right under the
Yeah. For Tima, sis, just click on the link and it'll pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but share it, please. Man, wow. Let me hear something.
You laugh and you smile. Tell a story of hilarious sounding accidents that just don't add up to those bruises. They laugh while poking fun at your clumsiness, but I see you. Your eyes tell a different story, one I've experienced. So even though you're still smiling, I cry for you because I remember. I remember the excuses I made for love that hurt. I remember the shame I felt. Eyes peering right through my lies, I see you. Caked up makeup, barely concealed bruises, I see you. You wondering why I'm not laughing with you, why I walked away when you made those false statements, why I was silent during your vent, because I see you. You didn't hear my pleas? I begged you not to become me. Promise they would cross fingers. You jump back in the ring. I see you. I remember when I used to hide. I remember people questioning black eyes. I would lie. Most would always see through it. Reenacting fake scenes as if I could prove it. Wasn't what it was, but it was. They knew it. Love was just so blind. Infatuation was just so blind. Fear was just so blind. I thought I could see through it, but no one should ever have to question how love feels. Is this supposed to burn your heart and black your eye, bruise your skin and blemish your security? Is that why they say love hurts? Well, the smiles of other lovers as fake as mine, that they want to end their own life just so they could prove that they were the ones in control? No one should ever have to question how love feels. I know. I see you. I used to be you. I made it through. You can too. All you have to do is run.
Wow. Y'all heard that? Wow. She said a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, that was from off the head. And I could tell that was from off the head because she just came out with it. You know,
I wrote that piece because I was in an abusive marriage at one point, and I was working at a Walmart, and I saw someone going through, well, I had got out of the marriage at that time, and I saw someone going through the same thing I was going through. I had went through, and I was trying to talk her out of it. But of course, you can't really talk someone out of something until they're ready. And she wasn't ready. And that poem was birthed from that experience.
wow. Wow. That right there is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real talk, man. You know, that right there is amazing. And truth be told, it sounded like you was very inspired there too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my next question is, if you had a quote to live by, one of your favorite quotes to live by in your own quote, because I know that you have a quote. I know for a fact you have a quote, right? So what would these quotes be and why?
Uh, it's two things that I say all the time, but I
Okay.
don't, not really my quotes. I
Right.
say the first law of nature is self-preservation. I say that all the time to everyone because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. If you not good, nobody else around you going. You can't help no one else until you help yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
always be selfish when it comes to you. Like not be selfish as far as like not helping people out when they need it, but like if your mental health is taking a decline, then you can't help someone else who's going through something. You got to make sure you're straight before someone else is straight. You can't give all your money away if you're struggling. You got to make sure you're straight.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? So just make sure you take care of you before you try to take care of anybody else. And then the second quote I always say is K Sarah Sarah, which means whatever will be, will be. We always try to control the future. We always try to control the outcome of everything. And that can drive you crazy. It can drive you insane trying to predict the future, trying to control the outcomes of the future. You can't. The best thing for everyone to do all the time is to be present. All the
Mm,
be in the present. You can be nostalgic, but don't be nostalgic to the point where you feel like you should be somewhere else, but your past got you so messed up that you ain't make it. It's always room. And every day you wake up and take a breath, there's a chance for a new path, a new journey. There's a chance to fix something that may have messed up. There's a chance to go apply for that job that you've been wanting to apply for. There's a chance to go back to school. There's a chance to, if you haven't been yourself and you've been wearing a mask, there's a chance to take that mask off and actually live for you and be yourself and be authentic. Because the strongest power anyone can have is authenticity.
yes,
Because
it
that
is.
is going to bring everything you desire. It's going to manifest all your desire. Your authenticity is going to bring you abundance.
And it's funny, right? that that you say that, because a lot of folks say that I'm authentic, right? And truth be told, I just be like, it's just the way that I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? And to some folks, that's on the outside look, and then some folks may say that is being rude, it's being cocky, and I'm like, nah. When you've been through stuff, you know that you value you more,
Mhm.
and I've learned that as a man. I learned that as a black man. I learned that as a young king. You know what I'm saying? I learned to value me. I learned to value my peace. My
Mhm.
my peace that's here. My peace that's here. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. And I say that because I realize that folks will try to disrupt your peace. And a lot of folks say that I got this shield. I don't have no shield. I feel as though you just don't know what it took to get this piece, and it's not the piece of Breon, because the
Mhm.
piece of Breon can crack, anytime. Like this arm of Breon that I wear can crack. That can crack anytime. But when you put on the armor of God, when you stay prayed up, when you have a personal relationship with God, it's like, all right, like you're fine.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
And like
that's
I
what
said, every day you wake up and you take a breath, that's another chance. So that also means living in gratitude every
exactly.
moment of the day. So it's like, okay, for example, my friend caught a flat tire one day, and that
Mm,
felt like, I guess, like that could be considered like something really bad. Like, why did this happen to me? You know what I mean? But went around the corner, found a tire shop that was about to close, but they took him anyway.
Oh man.
I'm about to help him. He had just enough money to get his tire changed, like it just seemed like everything seemed to happen for him. So instead of being upset that he had a flat tire, he was just grateful that everything worked out for him afterwards. So it's like we can live in the bad moment and stay there, right? Then that's going to bring a lot of negative energy towards you. And of course, everything is going to go wrong because you're still stuck in that negative energy. But if you're showing great gratitude for the good things that's happening in your life, you're going to attract positivity towards you.
That right there is so major, and we all have to go through. Well, I don't like saying that word. Go through. We all have to grow. We all have to grow through the valley, right, in order to get to the mountaintop. But you know what I realized though, in the valley can be refreshing because it's water in the valley, it's nutrients in the valley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's stuff that's in the valley you can actually take for the journey and you can actually use for the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How will you
Wow.
know light if you don't know darkness?
Yeah.
How
You
are
know,
you happy if you don't know what it is to be sad? Yin and
right.
yang.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I know a lot of folks is on her. Like y'all could chime in. Like we having a conversation this evening, y'all. We having a great one too. You know what I'm saying? And this is my first time like really seeing my friend. Like she's a Facebook friend. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I'm gonna pull up to some of y'all events soon. Look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like it's a lot, like it's stuff here, you know what I'm saying? And me, when I have time, I go out and show my face. Yeah, I mean, I do.
Right.
But I don't wear my K.W.U stuff because it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind wearing my stuff, but it's like
You gotta wear your stuff, man. You gotta wear it. You gotta promote
I
yourself.
know.
You gotta
I
wear it.
know.
You gotta get your friends to wear your stuff and promote yourself. You
I
see this
know.
shirt?
Look,
It says I'm
I
fine.
know.
Right? You see this shirt? It says I'm fine with a semicolon. This shirt right here is my friend Lady Sarcasm's shirt. She's a poet. She has a poem called I'm Fine. And they have a clothing line. Her husband, either poet MC. They have a clothing line. And I have a lot of different friends who have clothing lines. I have my friend Life, he has a clothing line. My friend Loon, she has a clothing line. So
Okay.
you wear your stuff and then you get your friends to wear your stuff and you promote like that.
Yeah. And it's funny because I do got some stuff from my clothing line, right? And I do be wearing my stuff, and I'll be wearing like my hats now and stuff, like my snapbacks and stuff like that, because I've realized that I can't always have hair on my head and no more. So I tell my niece to cut me, just give me a ball head now, whatever. I wear my snapback still. Look,
Some hats. My friend Arson, the rapper, he got hats for you,
look, see, hey, look, like I know like a lot of folks, man, like, but I am so glad that you took the time out this evening. Have you just talked to somebody and you feel like that you know them? Look, that's how I feel with you. Like I know you, but I don't know where. Huh?
My belief is all over the place, kind of scattered, but it is what it is. I believe soulmates are not someone like I feel like there's a soulmate as far as like your lover, your companion, somebody that you are meant to be with. However, I also believe that soulmates are just like a collection of people that are meant to be in your life. And I believe in reincarnation too. And I believe that no matter how many lifetimes you live, those people are always going to be connected to you in some type of way.
Right. And you is so right about that, man. You know, man, look, like I've been talked to a great person this evening, y'all. Like I said, she's a mental health advocate. She's a poet. She's an author, man. And I just shared one of her photos. Y'all gotta go get that book because I believe that I'm gonna get the book too. Look, you know what I'm saying? I really believe that I'm gonna get this book because it's definitely going down, man. You know, do y'all have any questions for her before we get up on out of here? I know a lot of folks going to check out the replay. I know that this joint gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying? Because I just pop up. Y'all know I just pop up now, right? Look, yeah. And I know that day is like, Brian, you just pop up now. Hey sis, what's going on, Nikki? You know what I'm saying? But this been one awesome evening. How are you? I'm late. You ain't late, but all right. So this is one of my sisters. She is a podcaster too, right? She's
Okay.
an entrepreneur. My friend here says she's a poet. She's a mental health advocate, and she is a author. We talked about everything. You know what I'm saying? And like before we before you came in, I asked folks did they have any questions for her? And as you can see in the chat, she put some information down there, and she said, "Okay, let's connect." Yeah, look, go right ahead. Her name is right there. Look, go right ahead. I don't mind. Look, we definitely gonna win. You know, and I believe that my sister probably just sent you the friend request too. Did she send you the friend request?
I was actually looking her up.
It is author Nikki Nicole.
Got it.
Okay. Look at that, man. It's definitely going down. K.W.U podcast. I'll watch the whole she said I'll watch the whole episode. Hey Nikki, I already know.
I
Tell
sent
her to send
already. Yeah.
and she said that she already has sent it to you. Look at the connections. Look at this, man. K.W.U podcast is making good connections, man. And it's funny because I can't wait until everything manifests, you know. And I thank God just for the beginning stages. You
Yeah.
know, I'm
Absolutely.
on. You said what, Mary?
Absolutely. Gratitude for everything.
You know, yes, I'm at my house, but I believe that this is going to be bigger. I believe it's going to be better because God definitely looks out for his winning together. Hey Nikki, you already know sis, like this is what we do, you know what I'm saying? And you know that bro always pop up with a show. Look, like this one of my sisters that know that I just pop up on with a show or I'll pop up on somebody else's show and I'll share it. Look,
Right.
look, I need everybody right to tune in tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Man, I'm gonna
See what
be on.
happened. I posted the it's not in the regular chat. It's in the private chat. So I have to put the website in the private chat. And it's not letting me connect to the private chat. So probably have to just post it later, I guess. I don't know.
All right, or just do it when the show is done.
Here now, let me do it.
You got it. But yeah, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the flyer, but I'm definitely gonna be on the show like tomorrow. You know, from a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Kiana. Yeah, I mean Turner. You know her name. Her podcast is "Speak to My Heart." You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going down 1 p.m. Eastern. So check me out, man. You know what I'm saying?
It won't let me post links.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting y'all know y'all definitely gotta check that joint out. I believe that joint's gonna be fire. And like I said, I'm the first one on our show this month, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going down. She already made a post for it. And it's about men's it's mental health month. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the first one to kick it off with her, man. Look, you know what I'm saying? So Mary just gave me like a pre talk. You know what I'm saying? Look, she just gave me like a like a prep talk on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share my you know what I'm saying experience on this too. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that we just going to just have fun. You know, and I believe that Miss Kiana going to come up with the questions. You know what I'm saying? Or we just going to talk. We're just going to have a great conversation. I'm gonna be, you know, and what did call it? I'm gonna be the wingman tomorrow, guys. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the wingman. You know, and she will be on my show this weekend. So tune in for that. 8 o'clock Eastern. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going down. Nikki, do you have any questions before we get up on out of here? Look, because I know how it is, man. Like, as soon as we about to leave that, somebody come in and be like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, you gotta watch the replay. Look.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch the replay, guys. Do you have any questions for anybody that's you know what I'm saying? Fine new thought. You know what I'm saying? Fine new thought. What would you like to leave? What would you leave with this what all right. I'm trying to think of the fine new thought, right? What's the word of encouragement would you leave with this show this evening for somebody that's watching?
Be authentic. Always living your truth. Always. I was so suppressed in myself before, just trying to impress other people. Always trying to make someone else happy, that I wasn't being true to myself. And one day I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize who I was.
Wow.
So, and yeah, always be truthful, always be honest, be authentic, be true to yourself all the time, always.
That's what it's all about. You know. And y'all and those that know me, right? I always say this. You know what I'm saying? It's three quotes. You know what I'm saying that I live by, right? The great late Kobe Bryant once said, "If you don't believe in yourself, who is going to believe in you?" And one of my current NBA players, Klay Thompson, once said that success never came from the comfort zone. And one of my favorite NBA players, which was Allen Iverson, he once said that I don't want him to be great like Jordan and Bird. I want to be remembered as number three. And when he said I want to be remembered as number three, that just made me like, yo, like he just wanted just his he just wanted to make an impact on life, and he changed the culture. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not great, I'm definitely going to change the culture. You know what I'm saying? So,
There's
and my
different
parents,
greatness.
huh?
There's different levels of greatness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And folks tell me that you know every day, man. Yo, bring you is great. And maybe in days that I don't feel it, but I just be like, hey, man, I just do what I do,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And when I'm just me, because like I was sharing, right? We have God gave us many coats, right? He gave us many hats. Look, I am a son. I'm an uncle. I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cousin. I'm a nephew. But once I take them off, and when I could be me, oh my God, I sleep well. I take all off, man. Look, you know, like I just and just and just rest.
Yeah.
You
That's very
know,
important. So get your rest and get your alone time and get your time for self. Because I know, like, I'm at my most peace when I'm out in nature and I'm just sitting and I'm watching. I'm watching the leaves flow and the wind flow through the grass, and I'm listening to people's footsteps on the pavement, and I hear dogs barking and birds chirping, and I could just sit there and let my mind wander and just enjoy the beauty of nature and the beauty of this world.
yeah. Wow. My friend, my sister. Yes, you are my sister now. I done adopted you, and I know you adopted me already too. Look, you feel me? So I look. So you're not gonna get rid of me that fast, and I know I'm not going, and I know I'm not gonna get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? At all. But I'm definitely gonna have to pull up to one of them shows, like not soon, but real soon though. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
just be in the cup though. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just chill. You know, just chill to see if you know, hey, that is my friend, that's my brother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's real talk, man. We definitely gonna need that information about the places where you're gonna put forum and stuff like that.
So yeah, just please visit my website, amirajennah.com. AMIRAJENNAH.com.
And y'all can follow y'all look right to make this easy. Y'all could follow her too. Like everything is in her page.
IG,
Look,
Amirajennah.
look, it should say IG. You can follow her on the IG page.
Simple. Mm-hmm.
Look, see, it's that simple, y'all. Hey, Mary, I thank you, sis. I thank you, my friend, for your time. You know, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great night,
Thank you.
guys. Yeah, enjoy your night.
God bless.
God bless, guys. Y'all gotta just tune in, man. I'm gonna have the show up probably this evening or tomorrow. I know it's not, huh? Yeah.
Let me just log out.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Hold on. I got you.
I got it.
All right. Guys, I need y'all. I'm gonna have to show. I plan on to have. I may have it tonight, but it's gonna be on YouTube right tomorrow. I'm gonna give y'all the YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can get it as of right now, so y'all can check it out. If not, I'm gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can tune in right now. Guys, I thank you for this time. I thank you for the opportunity, those that came in and just shared. I need y'all tomorrow afternoon. Your boy gonna be a guest. He's gonna be the wingman to Speak to My Heart podcast with Kiana Turner, y'all. She's a great sister. I mean, we gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? She already got a bio of me, but I'm gonna share some more stuff. Till next time, y'all. This is K.W.U podcast. If y'all don't know what K.W.U stand for, it stands for Kicking It with Us and Mirror. She just kicked it with us this evening, and I kicked it with y'all. Y'all kicked it with me. Until next time, peace and blessings, y'all, and much grace upon all y'all. Peace.
Say they real, but when they have they make you can't just fall out here. I put faith and trust in God, I learned how to roll out here. Just keep quiet and let it go. Too many acting for positions, doing shows out here. But it's for me to down my table, trying to pay. The one that's close to me and what's next to you. But I keep pushing on the top of that. I keep just thinking my time. I knew they searching, but I need a better volume. Shit like the fire, the fire. All that pressure, yeah, I just had a church of fighting. I know they searching, but I need a better volume. Shit like the fire, all that pressure, yeah, and all yeah,